Good morning and welcome to another edition of MLMS Talk in the Morning. Please stand for the pledge.
Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please sit.
I'm Allison Solorzano.
And I'm Justin Alcaraz.
Today is Wednesday, October 12, 2016. The quote of the week is, "Failures to prepare is preparing to fail."
By John Wooden.
John Wooden was an American basketball player and coach.
He was nicknamed the Wizard of Westwood.
As head coach at UCLA, he won 10 NCAA national championships in a 12-year period,
including a record 7 in a row.
This day in history. On this day in 1451, Italian explorer Christopher Columbus sights an island believing he has reached East Asia.
He later discovers that the place he found wasn't Asia but instead a new world.
However, this is not quite true.
Christopher didn't discover it because there were already natives living there.
Even though he didn't discover it, he was the first European to get there. So, did you decide to vote yesterday?
Yeah, I decided to vote after all.
Great, I can't wait to see the results.
Yeah, me too.
Last minute announcements with
Miss Eccles.
Good morning, everybody. That came really fast. So Christopher Columbus was 1491. Okay, just thought I'd clear that up before we went ahead. 1492, but you guys had 1451 on there, so it got me totally confused.
No.
They had 1451 when he discovered the New World.
No, it's 1492
Well, no,
on
what
the
I'm
graphic.
saying, it was on the graphic, but on the announcement. So anyways, that's besides the point. 1492, guys, and Columbus, like they said, did not discover the New World because it was already here and there were people living there.
Oh, boy, no kidding.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we're not going to talk about that right now. What we are going to talk about is...
Tell you what, let's take a pause for the
Okay.
cause.
Pause for the cause.
Yes, and the cause is college, all right? We have a college story that we want to hear. Can we roll it?
Yeah.
Okay, do
We'll
that.
see you.
Good morning. I'm Miss Davis, and I teach 8th grade science and Avid here at Loma Middle School. And this is my college story. I grew up in a family where college was the expectation. It wasn't if you go to college, it was when you go to college. So after I got out of high school, I was kind of burnt out, and I decided I didn't want to go to college, and I certainly didn't want to do what my mother expected me to do. So I went to work for a catering company where I chopped lettuce all day, washed dishes all day, and worked with people who had spent their entire lives doing that, and I made a whole $4.25 an hour for it. After a year of doing that, I decided to enroll in Mount San Antonio College, where I spent 2 years getting my AA degree. That was the best educational experience of my life. I loved it there. Then I transferred to University of California, Irvine, where I studied biology, and I have a degree in biology. I went to Cal Poly Pomona for my teaching credential, and then I got a master's degree in curriculum at National University. So, I'm Ms. Davis, and that is my college story.
All right, so it's my turn now?
Yes.
Okay, that happened really fast. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you to my social studies classes who did an awesome job yesterday setting up the election. My second period, they made all of the partitions so you had a place to vote. They made all the signs. My third period set up the entire room. My fourth period ran the election. Fifth period broke down the election room, and they counted ballots, and my sixth period, they counted all of the votes. So I now have the results of our election from yesterday. So we had 321 total ballots cast, and that was about 36% of the school. So 64% of you did not vote and didn't let your voice be heard. So I'm going to just go over the results and tell you the percentages for each of the candidates and the ballot propositions. For President, Jill Stein got 10 votes for 3%. Hillary Clinton received 241 votes for 75%. Gloria Stella LaRiva got 23 votes for 7%. Donald J. Trump, 32 votes for 10%. Gary Johnson, 9 votes for 3%. So in the presidential race at our school, Hillary Clinton won overwhelmingly. For U.S. Senator, Loretta Sanchez got 232 votes for 72%, and Kamala Harris got 89 votes for 28%. So that one went to Loretta Sanchez. Now for the ballot propositions. Proposition 51, that was the statewide school bond measure. 71% of you, 228 votes for yes, 62 votes for no at 19%. Prop 54, transparency in lawmaking. 38% had yes votes for 123. 172 of you said no for 54%. Prop 55, tax increase extension that's already in place to keep schools funded. 190 of you said yes for 59%. 111 said no for 35%. Prop 56, sales tax on cigarettes and tobacco products. 184 said yes for 57%. 110 said no for 34%. Prop 58, which is the Learn Initiative, was language acquisition for all students in bilingual education. 190 of you said yes for 59%. 90 of you said no, 28%. Prop 59, a referendum to overturn Citizens United at the federal level. 179 said yes for 56% of the vote. 119 said no for 37% of the vote. And finally, Prop 67, which is a ban on single-use plastic bags. 130 of you said yes for 40% of the vote. 156 said no for 49% of the vote. So a lot of these did not show up to 100%, and that's because several of you did not vote on all of the different propositions that were out there, and that's okay. You don't have to vote on everything. But again, thank you so much for everybody who participated yesterday, and we'll be waiting to see how the state results turn out today, and I'll share those to see how Mira Loma did against the rest of the state tomorrow. So Thank you again.
I'm glad we get to keep our plastic bags.
Well, we have a difference of opinion on that, Mr. Schumacher, but okay.
I know.
They're great for carrying lots of groceries, but not so good for the environment.
We have a difference of opinion on that.
Mr. Schumacher and I have lots of differences of opinion,
Yes,
but
we
that's what
do.
makes this country great.
It is. Take us out of here.
Well, that's it for this edition of Online Talk in the Morning. I'm Christopher.
And I'm Columbus.
And have a Discovery Wednesday, and don't forget to
Roar!